Yeah. The camera guy. You know, I need like.
What size is it?
What size is it? Alright, contestant A. What is your guess on what size is this bolt?
Well, you know what? I got an 11/16 here. Let's see if this works.
Remember, you could ask the audience.
Yeah. Done.
You got two more tries.
Contestant B, it's your turn.
Two more. Oh, it's contestant B.
There's little grooves in this thing are really annoying.
Yeah.
Is it skipping or is it actually doing something? No, they're doing it. It's like these little fucking notches in it make it. You have the wrench.
Jesus, look at that shit. That is so grimy. That is some greasiness.
Yeah.
I gotta get that bolt on the
Dry.
bottom.
There's probably a fitting somewhere over here to grease it up under all this goop.
Yeah. Well, I gotta get the goop off.
Yeah, that's all the fucking bearing grease right there.
Oh my god, look at that thing. It's like broken open.
Yeah.
Fucked. Alright, well, we gotta get these bolts loosened. We can get these.
This thing was when it was driving. Like that?
Yeah, it was fucked. We know.
Suspension was definitely shot.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're trying to get this cotter pin out. Let's see if we can get this out. It's been fighting me. We got some rage lights over there?
Am I helping?
No.
Your two hands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're threaded. Okay.
Yeah, on that style, if they get like warped in there, it's such a fucking bitch.
Yeah, I think one of the Trans Ams was warped and it was a real pain to get out. It's funny, the amount of money I'm dumping into this car is way more than this thing is worth.
And after you're done.
Yeah, after I'm done.
You sure? Yep.
And we're still trying to get this cotter pin out.
You see the squiggled ends? So you need something to wedge in there. Like a fucking screwdriver. I can't pull anything from this angle. It's so goopy, dude. Let me try and widen it up a little bit. Where's the good pliers you want? These fuckers. You probably can't get it yet. I'm trying not to bend it. It's so hard to get in there.
So now we're doing the other side. We're leaving the first side for now, because it's kind of late.
Cotter pin in this one.
What?
I don't see him.
Oh god.
I mean, that's fine for right now, right?
Yep.
Oh, hold on. This might have.
It's probably buried in there.
Can I have like a blue rag?
And we're back at this
Just
again.
hammer that fucking thing in.
Getting that cotter pin out.
Hammer the little boy in there.
The little boy already went all the way through it.
Hammer it in, like expand it as much
Try
as you can.
the edge of the
The more you
pliers.
expand it, you'll pull it through. That's what I did on the other side. It worked. Now pry it a little bit. Yeah, this thing is fucking bent in here. That's the problem.
Alright, so it's the next night, and we're back to this wreck that you can kind of see. And we're about to get those coily spring boys off. We're gonna use this right here. This spring compressor attached to a ratchet. Gonna attempt to do this and hopefully not die.
Oh, this is gonna be annoying.
Yeah. I was trying to fit it in earlier. It's a bitch.
You let go, you piece of shit. Stop it. All the way up at the top?
Yeah, as high up as it can go. Alright, we finally got it on there after a lot of trial and error. Now we're compressing the spring. Alright, so now we're back to tightening up the spring because we still had to break the ball joints loose. And it's one thing you definitely want to remember to do when you're doing this. Sure about that?
This is the fucking solution, everybody.
God, I hope so.
When you get this and you have a fucking G-body, you're doing this when you go to put the spring compressor on in the middle of the night and it's fucking breezy and cold out. This thing is going to bottom into your frame and your springs aren't going to compress enough. So you get the little fucking pipe boys here, which is, you're about to be the internet hero, 3/4 by 1.5 inch. It's 3/4 diameter, 1.5 inch length, or whatever length you want. Just steel piping. Like, it's used for plumbing. It's like a connector for 2 like plumbing pipes. That's what we're using with a couple washers. And now we're ready to start doing this.
Hopefully it works. Alright, so we finally have the spring compressor on there. And right now we're going to position the floor jack. Oh, hold up, dude. We're going to position the floor jack underneath so we can take the castle nuts off to the top and the bottom for the ball joints. And the floor jack will hold the tension on the spring. Alright. We're doing it. This is probably for the bottom one. Okay, so what was the top one?
Tell me more.
Alright, so both castle nuts are off and the spindle is out. We lifted it off of the ball joints and we made sure we put a jack stand under the spindle when we took them out. So now we're going to lower that jack and relieve the tension on that spring and hopefully take it out and not die.
Is it coming? How are we looking?
Hold it right there. Well, after some jerking and sliding and
And some of that.
yeah, lots of that. There's the spring.
What happened
There.
to us, for future reference for anyone else doing this, is that like, after we dropped the arm, the spring was stuck in there because these little feet here that I'm scared to touch, nah, it's honestly fine, nothing's gonna happen. But these little feet here got caught on some like metal piece of the frame. So like what I had to do is kind of just like twist it with, I just like twisted it with the coil, then eventually it just popped itself free, kind of.
Yeah.
Just finagle it.
Very
It actually isn't that bad. Like, I'm not that scared to touch it or anything. It's
just very sketchy.
there's some sketchiness in it.
Yeah. Alright, so now we have to undo that. Well, we got the spring decompressed on this side. So this is completely out now.
Now we just have to redo the whole thing on the other side.
And
we'll
then
probably get back to you when that's done.
and then take those control arms out, which is going to be lots of fun. Yeah. Alright, well, we did one side. You can see the springs over there. And now we're going to do the other side. Hopefully this one gives us a little bit less trouble.
Wishful fucking thinking, bud. on the other side.
Alright, so now we're putting the jack here under this control arm. Get on the other side. And he is loosening those castle nuts. Okay, we got like a little bit of tension on there. Just a little bit.
Out of the spindle from the ball joint. It's got to slide up on the bottom one. Just got to give it a little
Oomph.
little bit of Asian persuasion real quick. Honestly, you might have to just lower the jack a little bit.
Alright, she come right out.
There's something on the bottom. Oh, it's the bottom of the rotor is hitting. There's the spindle right there. Now he's going to go ahead and lower the jack. When you do that, it takes all the tension off the spring. Let's pull that thing all the way out of there. You can send it. Yeah, it's good. Let's do one of those. Let's get a little look in here. You can see in the back the spring is still kind of attached. It's hard to see without light, but what we're going to do is just give it a good little kick right here. And just like that, the spring seats. Here, hold this for a sec, Joe. After that, you can give it a little twisty boy. You'll have to find out what works for you. Then you get one fairly volatile springy board.
So the last little bit of this process is just taking the spring compressor off the spring and letting the tension out. You always want to have the ends pointing away from you just in case. You never know with these things, they're a little bit volatile. And we also sprayed some penetrating oil just on there to lubricate the spring compressor. Alright, so here is the coil springs. They are out of the car, and next to them are our new 1.5 inch lowering springs. And some of the tools we used the floor jack. There was the, what'd you call that thing, a pickle fork?
Pickle fork to pop the ball joints out.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure you stick that kind of in there.
Hammer it in. Just pry it in on the ball joint against the spindle. It'll help knock it loose. 15/16 is the castle nut size. For the spring compressor we had,
There's a 19 millimeter.
a 19mm socket.
We used 1/2 inch drive. So
stand to support the spindle is optional, but it can help you. If you I feel like if you're alone, it would be more useful than if I didn't really need it when I did the other side, but it could definitely help support some of the weight.
yeah, just when it drops. And then with our spring compressor, as I think we explained earlier, if you're doing this on a G-body like we have here, you're gonna want to add some spacers. We just used some pieces of piping.
Yeah, well, this isn't how it was set up. We had this bottom spacer, this bottom washer, another washer, then a pipe, then this other washer was in between these right here, then this one, and then the last washer at the top. Just because you don't want like the two pipes hitting each other and then maybe going like this or like that and have them play, so you put the washer there just to keep it nice and flat.
Right.
It seemed to work pretty well.
All in all, not the worst job. Yep, there goes the spring.
That's total.
Not the worst job, but if you're willing to attempt, hopefully our video can help you.